I'm now absolutely delighted to welcome on stage our chief guest for the day, Mr. Prabhat Kumar, who is the Special IG of Police for Law and Order in the state of Maharashtra. Sir, can I please welcome you to the stage? I'm going to ask Mr. Shrikant Barve. He's a yoga teacher who's empowered a lot of people to welcome Mr. Prabhat Kumar to the bouquet of flowers. Allow me just a minute to introduce Mr. Prabhat Kumar. Many of you must be wondering why Mr. Prabhat Kumar, who's heading Law and Order, is here for a program on missing persons. Well, in a way, Law and Order covers everything, so perfectly okay for him to be here. But the special reason why he's here is that he was the moving force behind setting up Shodh, which is a search engine that Mr. Doble referred to, that Sameer Zaveri referred to. Sameer, of course, did a lot of fighting before that website came into existence. But today, man like Sameer is constantly telling us that Shodh is actually helping people, especially, you heard from Mr. Doble the kind of distress that families face when somebody suddenly vanishes. And the railways has been a place where people come to Bombay to work, and one fine day, families just stop hearing from them. There's no more call, you can't reach them, and they don't even know how to trace them. And I think, I know the pictures on that website are a little gruesome, but it has been a huge step forward because even if the person is no longer alive, I think everybody wants closure. They want to know what happened. They want to move on with life. And so the Shodh website has done so much to change the lives of people. Mr. Prabhat Kumar, of course, has a very illustrious career in the police. I'm not going to take too much time on that except to say that he's been awarded the President's Medal for Meritorious Service in 2012. He also received the DGP's insignia in recognition of excellent work done by him in various capacities in the police, both as SP and DCP. These few words, may I welcome Mr. Kumar and ask him to take over the mic, please.
I think you all would be interested to know about Shodh first. Then you would like to hear out whatever is left. So I have requested my project manager, programmer, and actually when I took over as Commissioner of Police Railways, I was looking for certain man who could possibly assist me to develop such search engine which will finally find out those unidentified persons who could not be traced by several painstaking methods, tedious methods of routine police investigation, and it was on this duty on us. We were basically, very troubled and pained to realize this very fact that in a year, on an average, the railway accident victims, if you count the death figure, it is almost 3,600 to 700. I was City Railways in 2011 to 2014. When I joined, at that point of time, it was roughly 3,700, and now they say that it has come down to 3,500 deaths per annum. And roughly these many people, not less than 3,700, more than that. So that is 4,200, 500 or 4,500 so. So these many people are getting injured also. So that is roughly 8 to 9,000 people who are getting injured due to certain train accident, railway accident, and almost 50% of them are dead. Now out of these 3,700 or 600 or so, there are 1,200 persons who finally remain untraced. So for our police record, it was very painful to realize this very fact that we have done every effort, we have done everything, we have made every effort to trace this man, but unfortunately we could not find out who this man is. So to help ourselves, to start with, to help ourselves, we came out with this idea that maybe we'll put these information on a public platform, which will assist the relatives or the friends or any other NGOs, like some of you are working with NGOs who are really looking for these people, and in a way they will try to find out whether these men can be found in certain railway accident or not. So this was our effort. So I will request Vijay Chauhan to start the presentation. He will, most of the things are self-explanatory. Wherever required, I will intervene.
First of all, I would like to thank you to my honorable Commissioner Sir, Prabhat Kumar sir, and I'll thankful to Samir Zaveri, Moneylife Foundation to arrange this program. Let us start with Shod. What is Shod? Basically, Shod is a search engine, and Mumbai Railway Commissionerate is the most affected area in our country because 75 lakhs per commuters travels daily, and being a lifeline of Mumbai city, there is a huge crowd. We have a jurisdiction of 475 kilometers. Daily commuters load is 70 to 80 lakhs. 19 days accident, 19 accident a day, that is 10 injured and equally death. See, this is a figure. From 2012 to 2016, it's August, till 31st August 2016, we have a 1,786 accidents. And out of that, 15,870 are death. Equal injured. These are the statisticals, accidental deaths. Show before scenario. Could you imagine what was the scenario before show? Have you ever visited to Mog room? Anyone from you? What is the scenario? What do you experience there? I beg your pardon? Yeah, just let me come. First we have to, if someone is missing, we have to visit for Mog rooms, then hospitals, then police stations. So you have to do all the routine procedure, right? See, this is the scenario of Mog. Suppose, okay, कभी आप मॉग रूम में जाते हो तो फर्स्ट वहाँ पे जो हेल्पर होता है ही विल आस्क यू सर कब का बॉडी है, कब गया है, ठीक है. सो यू सेड कि सर ये 2-3 दिन से मिसिंग है, तो 2-3 दिन का जो बॉडीज होती है दे आर लेड डाउन टू द फर्स्ट रूम. देन अगर उससे ज़्यादा है तो थर्ड रूम, सेकंड रूम, देयर इज नो प्रोविजन टू कीप बॉडीज मींस ट्रे, प्रॉपर ट्रे. सो ऐसा होता है. तो आपने बोला सर मुझे वो बॉडी देखनी है. सो हाउ विल यू रीच देयर? दे हैव अ हुक, दे हैंग हियर एंड दे पुल द बॉडी आउटसाइड. जैसे बोरी उठा के बाहर फेंकते हैं ना, वैसे बॉडी उठा के बाहर ला के बताते हैं आपको. अगर नई बॉडी उठा के नहीं ला सकते हैं तो क्या होता है, जनरली बेसिकली क्या होता है कि 7 दिन के बाद बॉडी डिकम्पोज होनी चालू हो जाती है. बिकॉज वी हैव सो मच लोड, 20 बॉडीज आपको कहीं अकोमोडेट करनी, कहीं नहीं कर सकते आप, ठीक है. सो ये जो होता है वहाँ कुछ है ही नहीं ऑप्शन, कहाँ रखेंगे, तो बॉडी ज़मीन पे जस्ट ऐसी छोड़ी जाती है. उसमें आधी डिकम्पोज होनी चालू हो जाती है, 2-3 दिन के बाद डिकम्पोज होना चालू हो जाता है. तो आपको एक तो अगर फ्रेश बॉडी है 2-3 दिन में, आपको बोरी का जो हुक होता है वो लाके खींच के बाहर दिखा देंगे सर ये है क्या बॉडी, ठीक है. अगर नहीं है तो आपको बॉडी पे पैर दे के अंदर जाना है और देखना है. और जब आप बॉडी के ऊपर पैर रख के जाते हो तो यू नेवर, कभी आपने कभी एक्सपीरियंस किया नहीं होगा कि जो इतना बुरा फील होता है कभी कभी पैर किसी बॉडी के अंदर चला जाता है, क्या कि वो पता नहीं, बॉडी ऊपर से तो ठीक लगती है, आप पैर रख के जाते हो, कभी कभी समटाइम पूरा स्किन फट जाती है, पैर अंदर चला जाता है. ये सब एक्सपीरियंस था. तो हमारे ऑनरेबल सीपी साहब थे, उन्होंने बोला कि विजय जो एरिया है हमारा, जो मुंबई रेलवे है, इट इज सराउंडेड विद द नवी मुंबई एरिया, ठीक है, थाना, मुंबई सिटी एंड सम रायगढ़ पार्ट्स इज देयर. सो सो यहाँ से जो बच्चे भाग के आते हैं या कोई अडल्ट भाग के आता है, सो वी डोंट हैव अ सेंट्रलाइज्ड डेटाबेस, सो वी इट्स अ नीड, टाइम इज नीड, सो वी हैव टू मेक अ सेंट्रलाइज्ड डेटाबेस। सो उन्होंने पहला इनिशिएटिव 2011 में लिया, इट वाज अक्टूबर 2011। सो अक्टूबर 2011 के बाद हमने उस पर एक्सरसाइज करना चालू किया, वर्कआउट करना चालू किया, तो पता चला कि कर सकते हम लोग। और अभी 2012 में फाइनली शोध डिजाइन हो गया। शोध इज अ सर्च इंजन बेस्ड, जो जैसे हम लोग सोचते हैं कि कुछ सर्च करना है तो फर्स्ट वी थिंक इट, नेट पे कुछ सर्च करना है तो हम लोग सोचते हैं कि गूगल, ठीक है। सो यही हमारा एक मोटो था कि कोई भी इंसान अगर मिसिंग होता है, कोई भी बच्चा मिसिंग होता है, तो फर्स्ट शोध के लिए आना चाहिए। तो ये टारगेट लेके हमने चले थे, और 2012 में ये अपने आप में एक पूरा कंप्लीट सॉफ्टवेयर है। सो ये अनहाइजीनिक एनवायरनमेंट से लोगों को बचाता है। एंटायर डेटाबेस, एंटायर इंफॉर्मेशन ऑन द वेब itself. Earlier you have to encounter manual process, there is a delay, there is a time consuming for public administration, and there is more paperwork also, redundant processes also there, malpractices also there। जैसे आप मॉग रूम में जाते हो, आपको बॉडी दिखाना है, तो वो जहाँ पे वो जो बंदा है वहाँ उसको कुछ तो देना पड़ता है, जैसे आपको बोलते हैं चीरी मिरी बोलते हैं ना, ऐसा कुछ देना पड़ता है, या तो कुछ अदरवाइज वो बॉडी आपको बाहर नहीं दिखाएगा, अदरवाइज आप, ठीक है। बर्थ ऑफ शोध मैंने आपको बता दिया कि कैसे हुआ ये सब। इतना सब कुछ होने के बाद भी 30% बॉडी बच जाती थी ट्रेसिंग के लिए। सो इट इज अ completely paperless project. It's a unified portal for missing, found and accidental death. You can access from any devices like, yeah, it's a website, it's a web portal basically. It is a completely in-house development. Police has developed this software by their own efforts. It has a Google mapping, geo coordinates features also, so we can identify the accident prone area, or we can make a provision for take a preventive actions. It's a free for all. Though it's designed by police and run by police, it's a free for it is a maintenance free. It's a web based 24/7 एक्सेसिबिलिटी। आपको ये वेबसाइट से आपको कोई कभी भी आप मिसिंग पर्सन में ब्यूरो में विजिट करते हो, तो नॉर्मल स्टैंडर्ड ऑफिस टाइम होता है, देयर इज नो टाइम बाउंड्री हियर, यू कैन एक्सेस 24/7।
If somebody, if everybody is having internet connection with them, you can possibly log on to www.shows.gov.in and then gov.in, and then you have various options available. So directly go to the search. To search there, you will have certain dialog boxes, and there is one mandatory box that is requesting for the time frame. So if you know, go to the search. So the tab is search. So you click that, you will get this box. So now this is divided. If these are not mandatory, the left part, the search case, that is not mandatory. The right part, only one column is mandatory. So you have to give a time frame. This is only this provision is only given to reduce the load on the server. So suppose you want to search for the period 1st of January of this year to say 1st of August of this year. So you just mention that frame and know the gender, male or female. And we have some transgenders also. So for that we have made the provision of others. So then you search it. You will get all the available registered untraced details available here. That will be having all kinds of photographs like this. Then you have view information. You click that, you will have all the information about his height, his approximate weight, then certain identification marks, then what kind of clothes he was wearing, whether he was using specs, what kind of hairstyle did he have. So every details you will have. Then on this information only, you will have this information also that he has been this case is being investigated by which head constable, ASI or Naik or whosoever is handling it. Then in which hospital he was taken, and finally what is the status. So every detail is there. If you are not able to make out from the face, because face is related, you are not able to make out. So you have certain images of clothing also, like what kind of pant he was wearing, what shirt he was wearing. So all those images will be displayed there. Then this is basically GPS tag, geotagging of that accident spot is there. Then you can exactly on Google Map you can see where this accident has taken place. And by any chance, on going through this such thing, if you feel that maybe this man is known to me, this woman is known to me, then you can click. So if you click that, you will have two email IDs available. One will go to Commissioner of Police office. One will go to the concerned police station who has all that record. So in turn, once you send this email to these two guys, somebody from these two offices will contact you, and then you the further follow-up can be taken. So this is how it works. So this is about show. So as far as this show development etc. is concerned, so after having successful run of this show engine, I think they have been able to galvanize certain efforts from various nearby states also, like Tamil Nadu,
Kenya.
and now he says that some others, others are also really interested in knowing how it works. So they are helping now. Since I am out of touch, I think 2014 I left the Commissioner of Police, so I don't know what has or what all has happened during these 2 years. So he is in better position to tell you. But this is basically what this show is intended. So every year we have at least 1200 such kind of data available. Now what we do, we further integrated with data of found children, because per annum on railway, Commissioner of Police, railway jurisdiction, we were finding at least, or we were rescuing at least 1500 children. Most of them, as you know, they are runaway children, mostly coming from West Bengal, Bihar, and nearby states like Andhra and Madhya Pradesh. So these are the major states from which these children were coming to Mumbai area. The reasons also, most of the reasons are known. One is the Bollywood. So they generally get this feeling that once you come to Mumbai, you have certain opportunity to meet the celebrities. They feel so. How many of them are able to meet the celebrities of the different ways? So that is one part. That is, they are lured by this very idea of Mumbai. Secondly, job opportunity. Thirdly, they have certain grudges. They have certain problems with their parents. They have certain domestic reasons for which they leave from their place and come to Mumbai. So these are various reasons. So as far as missing children etc. is concerned, these are the things. So out of 1500, it has so happened that almost all have been duly taken care of by the railway police. They are sent to the children homes, and then finally, after CWC proceedings etc., most of them have been sent to their fate.
We had three illustrious speakers, लेकिन तालियों की गड़गड़ाहट नहीं हुई है. Thank you. We will have the open house in terms of questions. So may I request IGP Mr. Prabhat Kumar, ACP Mr. Doble and Sameer. As we are settling down for questions, you had this case of an officer. Are you relaxed? There's a lot of noise around. The officer was saying we have to take you in custody. So the guy asked him, "What is the charge?" Saying, "There is no charge, it's absolutely free, it's part of our service." So we have our distinguished speakers in terms of the missing persons, and the questions sheets are around you. Uh, Before we raise this question, since two distinguished officers of the police are there, one of the concerns has been missing of senior citizens. So we would like you to share a little on that, since it did not get touched in the presentation. Mr. Prabhat Kumar, could you share, and then Mr. Doble could also share a little before we raise the questions.
Is there any specific question as far as the problems with senior citizens is concerned? If nothing specific, then on a general basis, I can only say that as far as senior citizens are concerned.
Especially with reference to Alzheimer people, that they just go and we cannot find them.
So, I mean, dementia and Alzheimer and all these things are mentioned. So, what are this? This is true with any living person. Any person who is going out of the house, is stepping out of the house, coming in a public space, coming in a contact with somebody whom he doesn't know. In case of Alzheimer and dementia, it's even worse. He not only knows his surrounding, not only knows who he is with, he doesn't know about him, doesn't know anything about himself also. He is not able to identify himself. So if somebody wants to and somebody feels like helping him, the person who with him this man is there, he is also helpless. He is not able to find out what to do with this man. So this can be handled in two ways. One, the person who is suffering from such kind of disease, Alzheimer or dementia or anything. So there are few precautions as a relative or as a friend of such person, the few precautions we can take, that we must ensure that some kind of identity is there on his body, maybe in his pocket, front pocket, back pocket, or some kind of card is there on his body, which will reflect a certain kind of identification of that person and address of the person, and in case of any mishap or in case of any emergency, uh, whom he or by whom he can be contacted. So that can be there. That is one thing. Second is make a habit of having or keeping a mobile phone. So many of the problems are taken care of if that person is having a mobile phone with him. So there will be certain contact number on them. So through which this man can be possibly identified and then the relatives and friends can be traced. Then what should be done by the person who finds such kind of senior citizen who is suffering from dementia or Alzheimer? So, as has been mentioned by Mr. Doble, I didn't hear about Samir, so I don't know whether he has mentioned something or not. So what, as a common man, we can possibly do? We don't have to run around to find out what can be done. Two things we can, for sure we can remember, that is how to contact the police, the nearest police station, and secondly, how to contact the hospital. So, if you give me certain time, then I like to take few more minutes on the way forward to trace this missing person. So, if you give me some time, so I will speak on that. So, there are two places where a common man can go and give this information that he is in position of or he has knowledge of certain person who is suffering from such kind of disease, is not able to identify himself, is not able to tell anything about himself, and then maybe his information can be put on a public display system, public information dissemination system, by which his relatives or friends can come and take him. This can be done.
So there is no system today. I can't take any patient to a hospital, they will not admit, neither police station. It has happened one or two cases, very difficult. Police will say, आप कौन है? आप क्यों आप लेके जाओ, आप रखो, आप ढूंढो. They will not take it. Even in municipal hospitals, sir, they are not taking, sir. Absolutely no care. Even private hospitals, they won't take. Who will pay for it? I have to pay the advance 10,000 rupees in one case. At least I should treat the patient. Injury at least take it. Very difficult.
No, what you say is very right and it's a genuine problem and it needs to be addressed for which
Digital technology, my suggestion is Aadhaar, now if everybody is Aadhaar,
correct.
then through iris and thumb impression, I am requesting now one of my suggestions, make beggars compulsory Aadhaar. It is difficult but it's possible. If they are compulsorily Aadhaar, iris and thumb impression is there, we can actually trace it. Technology is possible. Since Aadhaar claims unique identity.
Maybe can I intervene before Mr. Kumar completes? Maybe some things like this, maybe you could send it across to Moneylife Foundation so that we can take it with the appropriate authorities to putting a institutionalized system in place. Oh, sir.
So your suggestion is more than welcome, must be done and that is why Government of India is insisting that every citizen of this country must have one UID. So that is first thing. Now unfortunately, of course, there are certain legal issues also that by way of certain decisions coming from the Supreme Court or the Supreme Court of India, it has not been allowed to be made mandatory. So, and secondly, if you feel that UID is one of the options, then what is the way forward? The way forward is DNA profiling. So keeping the DNA profile of every individual. So what will happen? I will tell you one experimentation what was done in UK. What the madam is saying is very, very right. Most of the women, they were saying, over my dead body. If you want a DNA profile, you want to have a DNA profile bank, over my dead body. I am not going to give you my DNA for the purpose of government machinery as a repository. So we have various views on this. UID and DNA bank, DNA profiling, these are way forward. I mean, there will be certain deliberations on it, there will be certain discussions on it. Then only will finally, whether yes or no, then finally there will be something.
Thank you, sir. Doble sir, you want to respond to this, sir?
Senior citizens, so that so far the numbers of missing people are concerned, senior citizens are about 30%. That out of them, so the number of male and female are equally equal. So that why they go missing? They go missing because of some diseases, like Alzheimer or autism. So the children and this thing. So the children who are getting this and accepted by somebody or picked up by somebody, taken to the home and they are grown up there and then used for different purposes in the future. But nobody is getting ready to accept the senior citizen to take them from the road if they are just found begging or something, and then they take them to the hospital, treat them well. But there are some hospitals in culture or something like that, and then they are just so responding to your call. If somebody is noticed stranded on the road, needing help, so if you call to that particular hospital, they send the ambulance, take that person into the ambulance, into the hospital, treat them well, and after the treatment, so they are going to start asking him about his whereabouts, name and exam, and this way also so many senior citizens have been placed like that. So what you can do, you can just try to intimate to the police. Intimate, if the local police are not responding, you can intimate to the control room. To the control room, they send the wireless, they take them to the person to the hospital, and if the person is taken to the hospital, any government hospital by the police, they have to admit him. The first need is giving a treatment which is needed. So they cannot avoid it. But if something is going like this, then put some like foundation to be informed. I will also give my number. You can forward this information to me. I will do it on the spot. Any order.
Thank you. Thank you, sir. The question maybe is to both Mr. Kumar as well as to Mr. Doble. Are the girls, women from the brothels missing persons too? If so, how they can be connected to the missing people of India? Can a system be formulated to connect these victims all over the Indian brothels back to the families through Missing Persons Bureau?
Now see that we have noticed that so many young girls, that is the minor girls, are given a job of dancing with their grandpas. That grandpas is a very vulnerable place where these girls are brought here and put into the grandpas. That is one. Secondly, that so many minor girls are placed in this remote area, suburban. So we have reason to believe that these girls must have been brought to the Mumbai under the false pretense by giving a job or something like that and sold out to these orbiters. So if such girls are noticed somewhere in this particular area, because that see why we need the informants, because the people from this middle class or the people those who are well settled, they rarely or may not visit the places like this. But the informants are there to take out the information where such girls are noticed in red light area or at bar or any vulgar illegal places. Right? So we have also noticed that these girls are reported missing somewhere in the country. It is not necessary कि वो मुंबई से वो धारावी से गायब होगी तो उधर की तरह वो रेड लाइट पहन लेगी, nothing doing. So the girls picked up from this Maharashtra state out of Maharashtra. The girls picked up from the other states are brought to Mumbai or Bangalore or whatever it is. So there are every chances that the minor girls, those who are found on these places, might have been reported missing somewhere in the country. So a correlation.
So what Mr. Dove has said is very, very relevant, very correct. Just add supplement what he has said. So as far as Mumbai is concerned, Maharashtra is concerned, places like Pune, Maharashtra, Pune, Mumbai, your question is particularly concerning the young girls and the young women who are missing from various places in India. So as far as these two places are concerned, Mumbai, Pune, the girls are they either they are forcibly taken to this place, that's number one, or some of the cases they were willing to come to this place and something happened with them. And they finally fell prey of circumstances or anything, and they finally landed up with a certain kind of brothel. From where these girls are coming? One is Nepal. Few people claim that few of them are from Bangladesh also, West Bengal, Andhra. Earlier it used to be mainly coming from the Tamil Nadu, Karnataka, but now these numbers are gone down. So these are and Madhya Pradesh. So these are certain states from which we are. I mean, this is basically depending on different. My suggestions are dependent on the empirical database which is available in the police. So these are certain areas. So what is the way forward? The way forward is we must have one unified portal. We have n numbers of portals available as far as missing persons are concerned. This is not going to work. This piecemeal approach is not going to work. So as far as India is concerned, we must have one unified portal which will take care of the details of missing person, the person details of missing person, the person details of found person, and the person details of the accidental death. death. So these are personal details which should be made available, and accidental death who has remained unidentified and his or her credentials have remained unverified. So these details should be made available on a unified folder. Now, after having done this, these should be further integrated to various other places. What are those? These should be further integrated to wards, then hospitals where we have injured person taking treatment for years together and were not able to tell anything about themselves. We have cases because of their physical and mental impairment, certain kind of deficiency, they are not able to tell anything. So there is hospital, or there are certain places where such kind of persons are taken care of. These all places must be connected. So one should be unified portal, it should be integrated, and thirdly, it must be run by artificial intelligence software. Otherwise of no use. This artificial intelligence software must be able to recognize the faces. It must have the inbuilt facility of face recognition. If it's not able to do it is impossible to sit down for 1 hour, 2 hours, match each and every detail, and then from there figure out this could be the person who has fled from West Bengal, Chobis Pargana area, and now this is now found in Nagpur area. Not found.
Can I intervene and make a suggestion? Since the brothels are illegal and all this activity is going on, why not take the pictures of these girls and put it on the website so that, throughout India it can be connected with the parents?
So we would, you write to us, we would then take it up appropriately. Okay? Yeah. Heard that only after 24 hours of missing person complaint taken in police station. In that case, what do we do? In case of missing persons info site, is this the same rule applicable? So the question that is asked is, many a times it is shown that you need to wait for 24 hours before they register a missing person. Is it still applicable today in Maharashtra? Dole sir and Mr. Kumar?
There is no rule. If you have any idea of any rule, then please enlighten us. We have not heard of any rule. Even what happens now on a serious note, there are possibilities in which certain complainant is approaching a police station and the policeman who is trying to figure out what exactly happened, where it went wrong. Then he comes to know that it had happened just 4 hours, 5 hours ago. Say it has happened during lunchtime and this man has come to us at dinner time. So he will make certain assumptions. This would have happened, this would have happened, this would have happened, this would have happened. Then he will say, find out, try to locate this person at so places and then come to us. So it is not turning away, it is just giving a suggestion. There is a possibility that this person would have been gone to this place and he has gone. So this is what
Okay. Shod is only meant for railways, or is it also meant for accidents and all?
Shod is basically in any death case. The worst possible case is railway, because the body is mutilated, the face is mutilated. This is the worst. On road accident also there are possibilities of this kind of mutilated body. So railway, in most of the cases, this is the worst case scenario. So if we are able to handle railway accident victims, we will be certainly able to handle other accident victims also. This is number. Then there will be cases in which there will be natural deaths also. Man started from somewhere, say West Bengal, Bihar, came to Mumbai, certainly had an heart attack, died. And there is no identification mark on the body, and that person remains unattended. So these are certain cases. Now, when this shows was built, we imagined a scenario what could be the worst. So we had all the fields created in that software which will take care of the worst case. At the same time, it will certainly take care of the routine cases also. So it will include all kind of deaths, be it accident or.
This is a very odd question. It says पुलिस चाहते तो मंदिर के बाहर की चप्पल चोरी नहीं हो सकती है, तो बच्चे कैसे चोरी हो जाते हैं?
That too when we had double around, how can it survive?
चप्पल और वो आदमी का फर्क है, वो चोरी हुए नहीं हुए, that is a different thing. आपने यहाँ 125 करोड़ लोग इस कंट्री में हैं, उसमें से इमोरल इलीगल एक्टिविटीज में लिप्त कई लोग हैं, एंड उनको रोकना पॉसिबल नहीं है. The number of these cases can be brought down, but to eradicate these all plans is just not possible. हम एक घर में हस्बैंड वाइफ और 2 बच्चे रहते हैं, फिर भी हफ्ते में 4 टाइम झगड़ा करते हैं आपस में. And there are so many instances that we do not like in our own house, do something without the knowledge of the other member of family. So this is likely to be ये रामराज से चालू है, तो चालू ही रहेगा.
Yeah, Samir, you want to say something?
First, 2-3 years ago, you know, although that Mumbai's government train was till 2 o'clock, and again we started morning 4:30. So the people who want to travel from
Hi, Mike.
long distance train, for example CST, one family having 5 years girl, father, mother, came to CST station by last train, and they had the morning train 6 o'clock. They sleep on the platform. Someone kidnapped the 5-year girl. The parent approached the government and the police CST, and Prabhat Kumar for immediate verify the CCTV. They found someone pick up that girl and sleep. So immediate release this CCTV footage to the TV news. And in 3-4 days, from Varanasi someone called the Mumbai police. Please show that girl at that time at some location in Varanasi. And that girl was recovered and returned to the family. One. So this is the incident when taking advantage of the technology and the media and press, the police officer helped the family. Second, the Samrak, for example, you say that person is alone and who take the responsibility while giving the admitting the hospital, a private or the municipal. I want to in 30 seconds want to share one incident that I have approached the Bombay High Court for immediate emergency treatment in private hospital to all India, no unknown anyone. That time Prabhat Kumar sir filed a detailed affidavit, and thereafter railway has done the tie-up with all private hospital nearby. And just yesterday I was checking the RTI reply that in 4 years they provided 1300 people around in private hospital different western railway from Borivali to the Daru. And paid 1 crore 80 lakhs rupees bill for their people. So it is for state. Each area is what is the health officer. So there shall be systemic practice. अगर किसी का कोई माँ बाप नहीं है, तो सरकार उसके माँ बाप है उसको हॉस्पिटल का हेल्थ का उसको ध्यान रखना, वो करा सकता है.
Before we go to the next question, Mr. Doble has again appealed to you. If you remember, he made a very special mention of we supporting the initiative. So Missing People's Info has got a volunteer's icon, which Mr. Agnano Rajasathai also suggests. As many of you can log in terms of support of the initiative, it would be great. As we say, in a lifetime, we at least can save one child. So that could make a lot of difference, okay? Sure. So just a reminder to you, all right? By a show of hands, how many would you register for the volunteers thing from here? Wow. Sir, Doble sir.
Thank you.
Thank you. We get photos of missing persons on social media like WhatsApp. How do we confirm the authenticity before forwarding to other people? Is showed only for railway missing persons or for other locations as well? This is the question that is raised.
As I told you, there are n number of websites available as well as missing persons information, dissemination of information on missing persons are concerned. So we need to unify. We need to come to a decision by way of which we will be having unified fold. Now, we have in certain instances certain photographs on WhatsApp which is being forwarded from one place to other place and then suddenly it becomes viral. So, if it becomes viral, there is no way we can possibly say that this is a real thing or somebody is trying to play mischief. Unfortunately, as far as social media things are concerned, this is not under our control. Most of the servers, the main controller of these media are based in USA. So by the time, through our search mechanism, we approach them and then try to find out if the damage has been done. So I can only say that in particular cases in which you yourself feel that yes, I know this person, this is genuine, then forward it, otherwise don't. Please.
I see. So that is a publication or the TV channel which is publishing the photographs of the missing people. आपण यांना पाहिलं. So the photographs of the missing people are published on these TV channels only after taking the prior authorization of the person who is reporting the missing child or missing person to the police. Without authorization, so they are not supposed to. One of the print media, they had approached the Commissioner of Police Mumbai for sharing the photographs of the missing children for publication in the newspaper, so the people will come to know that the people are reported missing somewhere. But in spite of the orders of the Commissioner of Police, I objected it. Because if these photographs are published on the newspaper, so the person who is in the custody of that particular child or person may have reason to believe that I am likely to caught by the police or the information about the petition of the child in my custody will be reported to the police by my some neighbor or somebody else. And there are every chances that such person may create a problem for the child. He may try to take him at a different destiny or may cause harm to that poor child. So that is what we have taken care of, not publishing or not also giving this photographs of the missing people live on our website. So this will be done at the back of this administration of our country. So it is not advisable to have a photograph of the children who are reported missing published in either newspaper or channel. Not advisable.
Thank you, sir. There's a very personal question which from Mr. Jacob. I'll request Mr. Jacob, we have team members from Mr. Siddharth and Milind is here, so please meet them after the program about your question, okay? There's also a question which is not relevant today, Mr. Syed Hassan Ahmad, so please meet us after the program. There's nothing to do with missing person but something else. Are the culprits heavily punished to kidnap children for illegal activities so that there is fear of punishment and the crimes will be reduced? Mr. Kumar and Mr. Doble can answer, both if you can.
So far, kidnapping is concerned. No, listen. So far the women and children are concerned, there are various laws are that means in existence. So about 17 छोटा छोटा ये है जैसा चाइल्ड लेबर, चाइल्ड बेगर, then this POSCO, IPC, there's so many laws are there in existence. And the punishment under each law is quite severe. अभी जैसा पीटा एक्ट है उसमें वो 7 से 10 साल तक का भी सजा है for kidnapping and then further selling the girl to the or use as an media of income. So laws are there. They are quite providing the severe punishments also. But the thing is that so that there is the क्या है मराठी में कहते हैं ना मानसिकता बची है. तुम्हारा माइंडसेट होना चाहिए कि ये लोगों को कॉलर तक पहुंचाने का और पुलिस की मानसिकता होनी चाहिए कि इनके खिलाफ में वो कानूनन कार्रवाई करके कोर्ट में पनिशमेंट दिलाने के लिए एविडेंस जमा करने का तो ही ये हो सकता है. अदरवाइज देयर इज नो नेसेसिटी ऑफ इम्प्लीमेंटिंग a new law. The laws available in our country are quite good.
Mr. Kumar, in fact.
See, as far as law is concerned, as far as young child, the minor, which what we say, there was a case again one NGO has taken up, Bachpan Bachao versus government. So, due to that, all the cases thereafter came to be registered as a cognizable offence under the head of kidnapping for the minors who were below 18. Initially it was 14 and it was subsequently the bar was raised to 18. What was happening? Suppose one goes missing. Then as far as priority is concerned, police priority is concerned, the investigation of missing cases, that as on the priority list is usually low. Because murder cases, sexual offences cases and all other cases, they attain media attention also, the senior officers attention also, and then police officers who are otherwise uh, expected to investigate properly. So due to these kind of extraneous pressure and their own pressure, workload pressure, etc. So there is a tendency to prioritize the investigation. So those cases were attended to very well, but missing person cases were not attended very well. Situation has not candid enough was read. Situation has not improved very much because as far as that is continued low. But now it has been made a cognizable offence. So as far as the kidnapping cases of missing of young boys and girls are concerned, that is now taken care of by way of the Supreme Court guidelines and the institution of cognizable offence. Then as far as conviction is concerned, conviction now, I will give a small precursor to this, that for any conviction, for getting the conviction means the punishment to the guilty. So for getting the conviction, we have to have very good quality of investigation. Now, investigation is very tedious, painstaking job. Police has to be involved. Involved means he has to be involved with his own team, involved with the relatives, the friends, try to figure out what exactly happened and what could be the possible evidences. Then he has to diligently apply himself to collect all the possible evidences. If he is not able to do that, case will fail. If he is able to do that, case will stand and a conviction will be won. But there are again n number of reasons for which cases are resulting in acquittal. So there are ways of improving on it. Police is trying to improve on it. As far as Maharashtra cases are concerned, The conviction rate is almost 34%. Kidnapping cases, it is not that high, maybe somewhere 15% or so. But yes, things will improve. As far as law is concerned, now we have one amendment that came in JJ, Juvenile Justice Act, that has come in 2015. So there are certain provisions, new provisions made in it. Initially it used to be the child in conflict with law. We don't say that it's a criminal, but we say that the child in conflict with law. So there were certain provisions. Now, we have provisions made in that child who needs care and protection. That is made there. That provision is made there. And then at the same time, the provision of adoption and foster parenting, that has been included. So if somebody feels that this child needs care, now he has been legally authorized to take it in certain later manner. Then somebody is that he can foster. So now it has been legally made, this provision has been made available by way of which you can do that. So this is one positive. Now there is one law which is called as Trafficking of Persons Prevention, Protection and Rehabilitation Bill 2016. This is a draft, still a draft. So what it does, it takes care of trafficking for the purpose of bonded labor, begging, bearing a child under the pretext of marriage, using a human shield or child shoulder. This is now being taken care of. So most of the worries and the concerns which I could feel in the family. So this is now being taken care of, and the penalty for most of these crimes will be fine of rupees 1 lakh to 10 lakhs and a jail term which will be 7 years to life imprisonment. So as far as law, legal provisions are concerned, our lawmakers are making positive step on this.
We have several questions that are still there, but the organizers promised themselves that you should be home for dinner in time. So we have the pleasant task of presenting mementos. I would request Ms. Suchita Dalal, founder, trustee of Moneylife Foundation, to present it to Mr. Prabhat Kumar, Inspector General of Police, Law and Order, Maharashtra State. I would request Mr. Yogesh Sapkalia, the Deputy Editor, to present it to Mr. Vasan Doble. I would request Mr. Agnello Rajesh Athayed of Angelo's Computer to present it to Mr. Samir Javeri. We would once again like to thank Mr. Gautam Thakur, the chairman of the bank, and Saraswat Bank for allowing us use of this premises. Thank you so much.